In order to install the extension, we go to the CRM and go to the Settings, Marketplace, All. And here we are looking for an extension called Shopify Extension for Zoho CRM, or through the Marketplace. We choose the extension, we choose to install and try for free. We accept all the conditions, we put all the checkboxes, do not forget to accept the terms, and we install the extension for all users, if not all, then only admins. We choose all users, then the extension is installed. Now you need to authenticate. Click Authorize. Select the organization for which we install the extension and click Accept. The extension is installed.
From January 1st, 2026 year, Shopify changes its approach to creating custom apps, and the old version becomes more inaccessible for new clients. So now, there will be a video on how to create custom add-ons to make Shopify work, with Shopify and CRM integration for the new version. To do this, we need to go to the Store settings, select the Apps item, select the Apps Development item, and click on the Build Apps in Dev Dashboard button. We are redirected to the dashboard page. Here we need the Create App button, which is located at the top right. Let's log in to the add-on. After we have logged into the add-on, we click on Create, and the add-on is created. Yes, here it is created, and there is not much left. The first thing is to change the app URL. We change the app URL to any valid address. I'll change it to this one. Next, we need to select the accesses, for example, the scopes. The scopes are as follows. First, we select the admin API. And we need accesses for the customer, accesses for the draft order, accesses for the order edit, and just for the orders. We also need accesses for the products and for the delivery. After we have selected all the necessary accesses, we click on the Done button, and they are recorded in the line format. This line will be duplicated, and you can just copy it and paste it here. There will be no difference. Next, after we have set up the app itself, we release it. You can give the name of the release and description. I will write that this is version 1.0. I will press release. After the version has been released, you can, by the way, create another version if necessary, change the access scopes if necessary. If any was not added, add some more, press done and publish again, or change the URL if it was incorrect. But now this app is not yet in our store. To add it, we go to the Home tab of our app and click on Install App. We are asked which store we want to install this app. We choose the store that we plan to add to the CRM. We look at what our add-on invites, what accesses, and click Install. Here we have to go to the website we indicated. Since we indicated a test random address, we get such a page. We are not interested. The main thing is that this app is installed in our store. Next, we go back to the Dev Dashboard, go to Settings, and here we need these two lines, Client ID and Client Secret. We go to the already installed extension, click Add, enter the name of the store. By the name of the store, I take 2 lines of URL. Here it is. We need to enter the shop URL. This is the full address of the store. I also want to draw your attention to the fact that there must be a line myshopify.com. If the client uses some domain, then for this you need to go to Settings, select Domains, and here will be the address of the store. It can be copied, copy and paste here. Next, you need to paste Client ID and Client Secret. Client ID and Client Secret. After that, click Save. The process of saving takes place, and we see that the store was successfully added. After that, it is active, and you can continue to use our extension.
In this video, we will talk about a new feature, which has become available in the new version of the extension. Let's start with the graphic one. It became available to change the theme from light to dark. In the statistics, it became available to display records over a certain period of time and with a certain status. That is, a filter was added. As for the functionality, it became available in the store settings, the choice of tag synchronization. When this slider is set, tags for orders, products, and clients are synchronized. Draft orders. Now, there is a possibility to synchronize draft orders, just like I do with abandoned orders. The last slider is recommended to be set. If there is no one of the two addresses, then it is duplicated by another. That is, if there is no billing address, then it is replaced by a shipping address. The activation slider determines whether this store is active or not. That is, whether synchronization is taking place for this store or not. After saving, the store is synchronized. It will be synchronized every certain period of time, indicated in the interval. An important point is that in order for it to start synchronizing, it is necessary to wait a certain period of time. It can be up to 1 day. This is only for the first synchronization. After the first synchronization will take place every 30 minutes in this case. In addition, there is an opportunity to synchronize orders for a certain period of time in manual mode. This function is available only for paid subscription, that is, for those who bought the extension, as well as abundant orders and draft orders. Their synchronization is available only in the paid version of the extension. Sync Call Shop is responsible for synchronizing all stores on the account. There can be many of them. There is also a Sync Current Shop button to set up a separate store. It is responsible for synchronizing a specific store. Here the date is selected. That is, the date from which the goods are synchronized, or the order to which. Also, it should be noted that the more orders are synchronized, that is, the longer the period of time, the more orders are synchronized, the more API credits are used in the system. They can be changed in the settings. They are renewed every day. After selecting the start date and the final date, we press to start synchronization. We get a notification that the synchronization is successfully launched, or there is some kind of error. Sync Call Shop and Sync Current Shop buttons stop being available. This is done so that you will not be able to launch several synchronizations at the same time. After all, the synchronization itself takes place over a certain period of time. It can be an hour, it can be 2. The longer the period of time, the longer it will take. To ensure credentials in the system, the button is active only once per hour. And the last important point is that the extension works only on a certain plan of Shopify subscriptions. It works on any plan except the basic one. Let's wait a little and see how the statistics show what data is synchronized in the CRM system.